West Indies, activist at 75, driver of 7.5 decades of Caribbean development, host to multi-generational intellectual service to its people, designed and dedicated to detaching them from the colonial scaffold, patron to regional integration, partner in the political democracy and sovereignty agendas, promoter of cultural identity and social multiracialism, gender equality and women's liberation, and advocate of indigenous economic development and broad-based sustainable post-colonial transformation. 7.5 decades of effective teaching and research in support of nation building. Creator of conscious citizens, architects of their existential arrangements, the University of the West Indies, deeply rooted in Caribbean civilization, prepared for 21st century service and rapidly rising as a first-class global institution. At 75, its reputation has never been higher, its global visibility has never been greater. Ranked in the top 1.5% of the world's finest 30,000 universities, it is on top of its game, number one in the region, and holding its head high with success. Dignified in its decades of struggle, these outstanding achievements are the results of an unwavering activist commitment to finding solutions to the region's challenges: social equality, economic development, democratic political reform, climate change, public health, sustainable energy, reparatory justice, and many other needs. It is an academy that has been persistent in its search of social upliftment, partnering with indigenous institutions, CARICOM, Caribbean Development Bank, Caribbean Examinations Council, and many others. It has produced and honed the region's finest leaders, from the longest-serving senior statesman, Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, to the youngest and most recently elected, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell. It has benefited from the wisdom and vision of non-alumni leaders such as the Honorable Mia Motley, whose call for a new global economic order resonates in the corridors of its classrooms. As an activist university, it was selected in 2019 by the International Association of Universities to lead the Global University Consortium on Sustainable Development Goal 13, Climate Action, in recognition of its decade of distinguished research on climate change. In this role, it received commendation from the Intergovernment Panel on Climate Change in the 6th Assessment Report. It is now recognized as the lead producer of research on small island developing states. Also, as an activist university, it has produced the leadership to build out an association of Caribbean universities, an organization of over 50 universities across the language terrain, unifying the higher education landscape of the Caribbean and driving the regional integration process. Rising to the challenge of COVID-19 management, the UWI mobilized its community of virologists, microbiologists, and epidemiologists to work with the health sector and governments to save lives. With sleeves rolled up, UWI scientists made their societies proud in their effective service. The leading research academy in the region, globally competitive, and ranked as excellent in the generation of new and relevant knowledge, center of gravity of the region's research culture, and host to its finest community of creative writers and artists. The soul and spiritual beat of the civilization. Today, the university sits at the pinnacle of the global reparations movement, seeking justice and a new development paradigm for the region. The world is on the cusp of a major structural transition driven by reparatory justice, an inspired development by CARICOM that calls upon the university to play its part. The university has proclaimed its intention to position itself as the epicenter of digital transformation for the region, building out the capacity for a knowledge economy that is rooted in digital science and propelled by corresponding technologies. The UWI at 75, energized for the future and focused on the region's needs at 2050. A public university sustained by the financial and policy support of regional governments, always seeking to assure them of the positive outcomes of their investments. The UWI, 5 campuses hosting 50,000 students, erupting over 75 years. The region's greatest gift to itself, an excellent ethical university steeped in the struggles of its people and driven by their finest imaginings. Consolidating the past, the UWI now looks deeply into the future, focusing on claiming and owning that dignified place called the Caribbean world, sophisticated, sovereign, and sustainable. The University of the West Indies, activist at 75, driver of 7.5 decades of Caribbean development, host to multi-generational intellectual service to its people, designed and dedicated to detaching them from the colonial scaffold, patron to regional integration, partner in the political democracy and sovereignty agendas, promoter of cultural identity and social multiracialism, gender equality and women's liberation, and advocate of indigenous economic development and broad-based sustainable post-colonial transformation. 7.5 decades of effective teaching and research in support of nation building. Creator of conscious citizens, architects of their existential arrangements. The University of the West Indies, deeply rooted in Caribbean civilization, prepared for 21st century service and rapidly rising as a first-class global institution. At 75, its reputation has never been higher. Its global visibility has never been greater. Ranked in the top 1.5% of the world's finest 30,000 universities, it is on top of its game, #1 in the region, and holding its head high with success. Dignified in its decades of struggle, these outstanding achievements are the results of an unwavering activist commitment to finding solutions to the region's challenges: social equality, economic development, democratic political reform, climate change, public health, sustainable energy, reparatory justice, and many other needs. It is an academy that has been persistent in its search of social upliftment, partnering with indigenous institutions, CARICOM, Caribbean Development Bank, Caribbean Examinations Council, and many others. It has produced and honed the region's finest leaders, from the longest-serving senior statesman, Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, to the youngest and most recently elected, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell. It has benefited from the wisdom and vision of non-alumni leaders such as the Honorable Mia Motley, whose call for a new global economic order resonates in the corridors of its classrooms. As an activist university, it was selected in 2019 by the International Association of Universities to lead the Global University Consortium on Sustainable Development Goal 13, Climate Action, in recognition.
gentlemen, please stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Please be seated. Welcome to the 2023 graduation exercise of the Faculty of Social Sciences. Vice-Chancellor, Professor Hilary Beckles, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Campus Principal, Professor Rosemary Bell-Antwine, other distinguished members of the Platform Party, Valedictorian Kyle Bisnath, faculty of staff of the UWI St. Augustine campus, specially invited guests, the graduating class of 2023, family, friends, and well-wishers, members of the media. Welcome to the 2023 presentation of graduates of the University of the West Indies. My heartiest congratulations to each graduate of this class. You have worked hard in completing your programs, and today we are absolutely delighted to be celebrating your achievements and accomplishments with you. You may be aware that this is one of 14 graduation ceremonies that will take place across the UWI system this year. In 1953, 70 years ago, actually the year in which I was born, there were 11 graduates from the Faculty of Natural Sciences, which were presented for graduation to the principal of the Mona campus, Dr. Walter Graves. This year, there are more than 9,000 graduates, many of which would be presented across these 14 ceremonies. This is an impressive demonstration of our success as a university, and it is impressive what we are achieving intellectually in all age groups and disciplines, at bachelor's, master's, and doctoral levels. And I am very proud of each and every one of you. You are now among more than 250,000 alumni who serve globally across all disciplines and in all spheres of activities. A former vice-chancellor used to make the point that if all UWI graduates in the Caribbean stayed home for one day, businesses, governments, and civil society organizations would not be able to function. You, our graduates, are the most significant and visible contribution that we make to the development at national, regional, and international levels. This year, the University of the West Indies is celebrating 75 years of service to the region. Since 1948, the UWI has worked on affirming its position as the premier institution of higher learning in the English-speaking Caribbean. It is acknowledged as a regional institution and has been making significant strides on the global stage, particularly in the area of biodiversity, climate change, and reparations. UWI faculty have been making distinguished contributions in these and other areas, and in so doing, bring a claim to your university. Graduates, most of you began your programs at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, and some before lockdown and restrictions changed the mode of delivery. Some of you may have completed your programs entirely online, and some in blended mode. Whatever your experience may have been, I trust that in addition to your academic programs, that you were able to form friendships and relationships with people, some of which will be important to you in your professional and personal lives in the future. The thread that holds these Caribbean islands, the English-speaking Caribbean islands, together are the alumni of the University of the West Indies. Wherever you may choose to go in these islands, you will meet fellow graduates of the University of the West Indies who will welcome you with open arms, and you, in turn, should do the same. It is a valuable network that you should use in order to build your careers. As we celebrate today, I am sure that you are reflecting on what the future holds for you. Indeed, all of us do. I am certain that you've heard many times from people who look my age, your parents, your grandparents, that things are not as good today and never will be like it was when they were young. I'm certain you've all heard that. Unfortunately, that is not entirely true. The truth of the matter is that things are never as good as they are when you are young. And today, you all are young. You all represent our hope for the future. You could not be leaving this university and going into the professional world at a more exciting time. Technology is allowing us to do things that we have never been able to do in the past. Technology is allowing us to leave these small islands with small populations and small land masses and communicate with people anywhere in the world with similar interests as we do. And that is an enormous advantage that those of us who believe it was better when we were young never dreamt of. So I want you to understand that you are going out at the best possible time. There has never been a better time. There has never been more opportunity. And you must take opportunity and grab onto it. Very many of you all will have detailed plans of how things are going to work out for you. Well, let me tell you, those plans are unlikely to work out exactly as you envisaged. You should grab whatever opportunities present themselves. And every morning when you wake up, you grab whatever other opportunity presents itself that way. Do not wait for perfection, as perfection will never come. Great careers are built in turbulence and disorder, and it is those who grab the moment who are successful. At this time, it's also important that you take care of yourself. Young people are subject to great stresses from the new age in which we live. Be kind to yourself. We often forget the importance of taking care of our own health. That is particularly true of young people who believe they are immortal and unbreakable, which is a positive thing. In today's new world, mental health is as important as physical well-being. You must reach out for help if you need it, and those of you that see friends and colleagues in need of help, you must approach them with care and compassion to ensure that they are able to carry on their career paths as best as they can. I would like you all to stay connected to your university. The University of the West Indies has done a great deal for you. And in the years ahead, you would come to appreciate the opportunities that you have in life that were as a consequence of your time at the University of the West Indies. Try to give back to this university as best as you can. There are multiple areas and opportunities to contribute to ensure that the work and the reputation of the University of the West Indies remains high. Wherever you are, the alumni office will be reaching out to you. I hope that you will keep connected to your alma mater. This leg of your academic journey is over. My warmest congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you. We are met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning. Traditions, learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble of the Royal Charter by which we have been granted the power needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievements. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their achievement.
Chancellor, I now ask the public orator, Dr. Suzanne Burke, to present Ms. Heather Headley, whom the Senate and the Council of the University have been pleased to recommend for the award of the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa.
Chancellor, Heather Headley was born to perform. As a young girl, she routinely turned the small church sanctuary next to her parents' home into a performance space. She closed the windows, pulled the curtains, and in the isolated, hot stillness of that room, honed her gift of storytelling through the art of singing, acting, and dancing. Performing for an audience of angels, she developed the art practice that would later define her as the magical talent we honor today. Headley credits her first 14 years in Trinidad and Tobago with laying the foundation of her artistic DNA. Indeed, in every sphere of her life, she was surrounded by creativity, and she willingly participated in various activities, including the drama group in her church and the all-girls singing trio at St. George's College. Her ethnically diverse hometown of Barataria cultivated eclectic tastes in art and in life. For example, her sonic landscape featured a judicious mix of gospel, R&B, hip-hop, Bollywood songs, country and western, calypso, chutney, and dancehall. She claims that this early exposure to cultural hybridity gave her the confidence to, as she says, put my toes in everything. Indeed, the artistic adaptability for which she is renowned was laid during those formative years because, as she asserts, Trinidad never said to me, "You cannot." Chancellor, this can-do attitude paid off tremendously when her family migrated to the USA, where she embraced musical theater, first at Northrop High School and later at Northwestern College. In 1997, she originated the role of Nala in The Lion King, which put her on a winning trajectory, culminating in the 2000 Tony Award for Best Performance by a Leading Actress in a Musical for her role in Aida. This she accomplished a mere 10 years after leaving Trinidad. But in the spirit of putting her toes in everything, she promptly left Broadway to pursue a career in music. Her first two albums, This Is Who I Am and In My Mind, were certified gold, with R&B hits such as He Is, I Wish I Wasn't, and In My Mind. These songs told stories of love, loss, and yearning, and captured the zeitgeist of the neo-soul R&B movement, which was renowned for its strong female voices. Her dominance as a global popular artist was firmly established in 2009 when she won a Grammy for the Best R&B Contemporary Gospel Album for Audience of One. Not satisfied with mastery in one musical genre, Hedley's versatility is evident in her many collaborations with renowned classical artists such as Andrea Bocelli and the vocal quartet Il Divo, firmly establishing her, in the words of musical journalist Hedy Weiss, as a voice and personality that can easily mesmerize an audience. Her return to acting almost 15 years after she left underscores her gift for portraying complicated, sure-footed, and resilient women, such as the iconic Shug Avery in Broadway's revival of Alice Walker's classic, The Color Purple. Her roles in various TV shows, including Netflix's She's Got to Have It and Sweet Magnolias, as well as NBC's Chicago Med, draw inspiration from the women in her family circle who, according to her, walk with buckets of water on their heads, embodying grace under pressure. Chancellor, Heather Hedley's talent is anchored by her deep faith, which inspires her to try new things, to aim high while remaining humble. Even though she is a consummate storyteller, she stops short of writing her own story because, as she states, everything that God has written for me has been exceedingly and abundantly more than I could have ever asked for, thought, or written. Chancellor, for her remarkable accomplishments in the fields of music, theater, and film, we ask that by the authority vested in you by the Council and Senate of the University of the West Indies, you confer on her the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Senate and Council of the University of the West Indies, I now confer on Heather Hedley the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. Regrettably, Ms. Henley cannot be with us today, so receiving it on her behalf is Ms. Fulad Kwamina Ifona. We will now have a pre-recorded message from Dr. Heather Hedley.
Allow me to apologize for my absence today. Schedule, work, life commitments, logistics, the fact that our Alan is the most southerly have all kept me from being there in person. But thanks to technology, I may be miles away, but yet still so close. I must let you know how humbled I am to receive this honor. Growing up in Trinidad, I was very aware that the University of the West Indies held an estimable and incomparable reputation, and that has not changed. So it is with humble pride and great excitement that I accept this degree. My thanks to the institution, to Chancellor Bermudez, to Vice Chancellor Beckles, my nominating committee, my interviewing group, my fellow honorees, the administrators, the professors, and students, both past and present. Because of you, this university maintains its place and standing in the educational world. I was deep in rehearsals for Aida when my grandfather, Victor Solomon, passed. He was a formidable man, proud, incredibly handsome, strong, and deathly allergic to the top 3 buttons of his shirt. He was a supervisor in the carrot factories in the south of Trinidad. He wasn't a man of great education, but he was a man of great intelligence. And he raised his children in such a way that they instilled in us, his grandchildren, the need for and the importance of education. In order for us to succeed, they let us know that there really wasn't any other choice. Now, I may get into a little bit of trouble for this, but our family is run and tightly held together by the women. My mother, my aunts, my cousins, they are all women of resilience, strength, beauty, deep faith, and unwavering love. 2 of them, along with my uncle, are here today. I'm sure they're waving as I speak. And I'm incredibly grateful for them and their roles in my life and in the lives of my cousins. You see, these women and their men have helped raise a generation of business people, military people, community leaders, teachers, hairstylists, supervisors, mommies, daddies, and UE grads, including nurses, a lawyer who has graciously given her day to come here and accept this honor for me, a marketing strategist who couldn't be here today because she's in England working on her doctorate, and a performer. Now, our successes do not define them. They will continue to love us despite them. But their sacrifices have impacted our lives for good and for good. I'm sure many of your family members flank this hall today in support of you. They've held you up, they've pulled you along and pushed you forward. And now they wait, proudly, to witness you take the stage in strength and in dignity, ready to say, job well done. Be grateful for them. Now, to get to our home, we drive by a beautiful cemetery. Beautiful or not, I hate cemeteries. But I often drive by thinking that one day, and hopefully one day way into the future, it'll be my turn. Now, when that day comes, I'll most likely have a tombstone. Today, quite a bit has been said about my life and my career, and unfortunately and fortunately, none of that will be able to be etched into my tombstone. Not even a fraction of it. You see, my tombstone, like so many others, will have at least 3 lines. My name. An epitaph of some sort, devoted wife and very, very cool mother, although I'm sure my children will change that to very crazy mother, but I digress. And lastly, it will most likely have dates. The date I was born, a hyphen, and the day that I pass. Now that first date, let's talk about these dates for a second. The first date, I had absolutely no control over. That was completely out of my hands, no control. The last date, I have a little control over it. Now, I try to eat healthy, I work out, I try to lessen my stressors, keep myself out of certain situations. I do all that I can so that I can help that date be as far into the future as it can be. So I have a tiny bit of control over that date, but not all, not a lot. But that hyphen, however, that's all me. I control all of that. Now, even at those times when things happen beyond my control, I stand as the master, mistress of the way that I react to it. Whether I use that hiccup to propel me forward or to push me back. The irony is that the way that I handle and control that hyphen then defines if and how the dates around it are either praised or grieved. Sadly, in some situations and instances, that first number is grieved, and the latter praised. But the beauty is that no matter how long or short that hyphen may be for each of us, we want to live so that that hyphen is all that matters. Now, this is an iconic year for Yui. She turned 75 this year. It's also ironic because today I'm filming this and it's my birthday. Thank you. Quite the birthday present, I would say. Now, birthdays can be time of introspection, and I use my birthday to reflect on the past, the accomplishments, the lessons, the victories, the not just yet or not this one. I use my birthday to assess the present. What can I do better now? What works now and what doesn't? And like so many of you, I use it to set goals and purpose for myself in the future. A reminder to be intentional about my drive and my work as an artist, as a wife, as a mom. My continued quest to be a better me. So today, on my birthday and on your birthday into this new journey, my question is, what are you doing with your hyphen? How's that going for you? Are you charting a course to make that hyphen so much that it gives power and relevance to the dates around it? Your parents, your family, your aunts, your uncles have all come alongside you and helped you get to this junction, but now it's time to take the reins fully and completely into your own hands. It's time to embrace your hyphen. Begin to build what it is. Begin to build who you are, what it will be. Make it be remembered. You alone bear that responsibility. You alone have that control. You alone have that power. And if I may be so bold as to steal and repurpose a phrase from our great poet and former recipient, David Rudder, you alone possess that living vibration that's rooted deep within our Caribbean bellies. As your fellow graduate who expects only greatness for and from her class, may I challenge you to make your hyphen count. Make it count for your community, your county, your country, the Caribbean, and ultimately the world. Perfect and grow your artistry. Use it to change lives and alter days, to drop jaws and force smiles. Restructure thought and motivate creativity. Use it to inspire the impossible. And in years to come, when you find your final dates and they are written, that people smile knowing the impact of all that came in between. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I anticipate and expect so much from you all. And it excites me to know that there's another generation standing ready to positively use their hyphens to revolutionize our world. I'm proud to be in your number. I'm proud to be a daughter of the soil that you are now poised to cultivate and make better. As a Trinidadian, as a Caribbean woman, and now as an honored graduate of the University of the West Indies. Thank you.
I hope that inspired you. We shall now have a musical performance by Adafi Padmore, a graduate of the Musical Arts program at the Department of Creative and Festival Arts. He is performing All I Ask You from Phantom of the Opera.
No more talk of darkness. Forget your wide-eyed fears. I'm here. Nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say you love me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you.
Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe. Nothing will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me, to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you here beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Christine, that's all I ask of you.
You'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
You know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
If I may correct myself, that performance was by Adafi Padmore and Isaiah Alexander, accompanied by Jessel Murray.
Sir, the persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies. And having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representative of the Faculty of Social Sciences as Bachelor of Science or Associate of Science degrees, or as holders of diplomas or certificates of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. Akola Cameron Lewis.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Social Sciences, or Associate of Science, or have been awarded diplomas or certificates of the university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society and confer first degrees, diplomas, and certificates of this university.
Aliyah Abraham. Nathan Abraham. Sir, with first class honors, Shania Acker. With first class honors, Aliyah Akili. Ariel Albert. Sir, with first class honors, Megan Aliong. Brandon Alexander. Tyrese Alexander. Sir, with first class honors, Aaron Ali. With first class honors, Afifa Ali. With first class honors, Amana Ali. Amira Ali. With first class honors, Ariana Ali. Azara Ali. With first class honors, Huda Ali. Rachel Ali. Celeste Al-Suran. Isis Al-Suran. Naomi Alves. Devika Amzar. Bernadette Antwine. Emily Antwine. Nicholas Ashby. Alaska Ashton. Chriselle Asson. Celine Augustine. Mark Aziz. Anil Babulal. Brittany Bag. Alisa Bash. Michaela Balcon. Janae Balfour. Sir, with first class honors, Rihanna Balgobin. Cameron Balkaran. Mitch Balkaran. With first class honors, Darian Baliram. Nisha Balirosan, Shobha Balraj Singh, Shivana Balrup, Aliyah Bapu, Priyanka Basdeo, Jonathan Bachasingh Ali, Jewel Beckles, Hashana Belaje, Sir, with first class honors, Reela Benjamin, Gerard Bharat, Sir, with first class honors, Brittany Bharat Singh, Richie Bharat Singh, Rani Bolai, Anjani Bigram, Sir, with first class honors, Kyle Bisnath, Alexine Bisu, Karuna Buchun, Alyssa Budal, Sir, with first class honors, Thea Budu, Nasir Buduram, Anjali Budram, Glenn Budram, Shivani Budram, Raquel Boomer, Kafia Bowen, Angel Braveboy, Shauna Brewster, Sir, with first class honors, Kayla Bridgelal, with first class honors, Jesse Bridgelal Singh, Afia Brown, Chanel Brown, Sherma Bruce Romeo, with first class honors, Anaya Kedu, Derek Campbell, Jayan Campbell, Jarrod Campbell, Zaria Campbell. Sir, with first class honors, Christian Casimiro. With first class honors, Alicia Chady. Vinaya Chaitram. Chelsea Chanko. Josanne Charlery. Jean-Paul Charles. Trisha Charles Joseph. Sir, with first class honors, Crystal Chase. With first class honors, Shalin Chin Kong Chu Ali. Nikki Chotai. Justin Chufun. Jaisal Chuck. Danielle Clark. Daniela Clark. Levi Clark. Jaquida Clifford. Nicole Collins. Sir, with first class honors, Shanika Collins. Menasha Crease. Tashawn Crooks. Jabari Cummings. Rebecca Dabadine. Rian Daniel. With first class honors, Chanel Dasant. Zachary Dasant. Hakeem Davis. Atalia Defoe. Samantha Defoe. Renata De Freitas. Sir, with first class honors, Tanil De Pisa. With first class honors, Teresa De Pesa Bruce. Kezia Depradine. Elena Debadine. With first class honors, Akida Dinoon. Amrika Danraj. With first class honors, Cassie Dawn Duro. Malini Dindial. Karishma Duku. With first class honors, Alison Dookie. Aaliyah Douglas. Dylan Dukan. Soraya Durham. With first class honors, Faith Dwarika. With first class honors, Araya Daya. Sir, with first class honors, Yanasia Easton. With first class honors, Aljanelle Edgehill. Aaliyah Edwards. With first class honors, Charisma Edwards. Michaela Edwards. Trey Edwards. Chanel Emmanuel. With first class honors, Yadisha Fabian. Kristen Falby. Maya Farley. Nicholas Felix. Tyrese Figaro. Brittany Fitzwilliam. Adara Ford. Cheyenne Fort. Jamel Fortune. Michaela Francis. Jamila Francois. Adriana Fraser Ali. Kimora Fifield. Talia Galindo. Sir, with first class honors, Soraya Ganesh. With first class honors, Stacian Garcia Hippolyte. Camelia Gaspard. Tiffany George. Carice Gibson. Selena Gilks. Nafisha Glasgow. Joshua Gomes. With first-class honors, Lauren Gonzalez. With first-class honors, Tira Goodrich. With first-class honors, Crystal Gopi Singh. Cheyenne Gold Davies. Sir, with first-class honors, Stephanie Grant Taylor. With first-class honors, Anthony Green. Jaheim Griffith. Shanice Guada. With first-class honors, Afisha Gulston. Chelsea Guy. Naomi Hackshaw. Isabella Halim. Isaiah Hamid. Maria Hamilton. Matthew Harewood. Marie Harak Singh. Anastasia Haripol. With first-class honors, Emily Haripasad. Samaya Harrison. Rena Hay. Regina Haynes. Sir, with first-class honors, Barry Hazel. Shania Hiralal. Chevelle Henry. Emilio Hernandez. Sahai Hicks. Alicia Hossein. Amaya Hossein. Lashana Hossein. Salisha Hossein. Shad Hoyt Baird. Naomi Huggins. Sir, with first-class honors, Janelle Hunt. David Isidore. With first class honors, Jason Jackson. Maria Jagdeo. Joseph Jagannath. Kieran Jagannath. With first class honors, Christian Jairam. Anastasia Jaisuri. With first class honors, Nasima Jasat. Crystal Jeanville. Dara Jerome. Alex Job Thomas. Andre John. Karina John. Megan John. Peter Gay Johnson. Israel Jones. Giovanni Joseph. Jessica Joseph. Manika Joseph. Maya Joseph. Najeri Joseph. Saloni Joseph. Videsh Kalicharan. Sarah Karamath. Jelani Keller. Sir, with first class honors, Carissa Carr. Arifa Khan. Jordan Khan. With first class honors, Liana Khan. Sharisa Khan. With first class honors, Tonasha Khan. Zalina Khan. Sharon Kemlani. Rihanna Curtin. With first class honors, Nirvana Histu. Nicholas Kaulasa. Navita Krishna. Leonardo Lalchan. Priyanka Lal. With first class honors, Ashley Lakis. With first class honors, Nicolette Lawrence. Angelica Lazarus. Shannon Lejeune. Ronaldo Ligol. Dominique Lessie. Shania Latrin. Madison Levia. Adian Lewis. Darius Lewis. Leslie Lewis. Shalom Lewis. Christian Lezama. Michael Lezama. Sir, with first class honors, Talia Lockhart. Stefan Lookit. Sir, with first class honors, Narada Luknanan. Victoria Lopez. With first class honors, Taisha Lovell. Atalia Lauki. Shushmita Lautan. Vaishnavi Lucky. Bridget Lachman. For the Bachelor of Science in International and Sustainable Business, Stephen Ali. With first class honors, Christian Brooker. With first class honors, Terry Dunn. With first class honors, Rachel Duffenthaler. With first class honors, Nicholas Khan. With first class honors, Nadeem Khan Mohammed. With first class honors, Melanie Kisun. Maya Kong. With first class honors, Natalia Lewis. With first class honors, Daniela Mohammed. With first class honors, Kai Murphy. With first-class honors, Alexander Ramlogan. With first-class honors, Aliyah Rupnarain. With first-class honors, Crystal Scott. With first-class honors, Kenneth Sebro. Holleen Gilmore. With first-class honors, Nicolette DeMille. Delia Blair. Kadifa Alexis. Johanse Gomez. Zoan Kyla Blackman. With first-class honors, Sashona Hausen. Mackenzie Batiste. Adriana Bunbury. Sydney Charles. Darian Bisnath. Tashara Kutin. Andre Joseph. Alana Hossein. Paige Lovelace. Samson Caesar. Linnell Wilson. Racine Alexander. With first-class honors, Shania Khan. Denisha Kamabach. Cassian Briscott. Marcus Jagannath. Tarun Balgobin. Sir, with first-class honors, Marika Edwards. With first-class honors, Melissa Katwaru. Selena Degria. Selena Durga. Moisha Batiste. Tanil John Pear. Haley Caton. Mulan Hicks. Ariane Augustine. Xavier Gopal. Danica Charles. Leger Julian. Jonelle Amer. Mario Dukran. Aliyah Hossein. For the Associate of Science in Paralegal Studies, Hasina Abdul Kadir with first class honors. Renee Andrews. Jordan Crossley. Nala Gilbert. For the Diploma in Business Administration, Natalia Bab. For the Certificate in Public Administration, Diana Arietas. Tashina Burke. Netza Ellie. Alicia Griffith. And Rihanna Hinkson.
I now call upon Mr. Kyle Bisnath, Bachelor of Science, International Relations, and a minor in Social Development Policy and Planning, with first-class honors, to deliver the valedictory address.
Mr. Robert Bermudez, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Campus Principal, Professor Rosemary Balantuan, other distinguished members of the Platform Party, faculty and staff of the UWI St. Augustine campus, specially invited guests, graduating class of 2023, friends, family, and well-wishers, members of the media, good day. We are gathered here in celebration, and I am filled with an overwhelming sense of pride and gratitude. We have embarked on an extraordinary journey together, one that has transformed us into the exceptionally resilient individuals that we are today. We stand on the cusp of a new beginning, armed not just with the knowledge, but the power to shape our destinies. Close your eyes for 1 second. Think back to the day that you first stepped foot onto our campus. Wide-eyed and eager, a kaleidoscope of dreams, emotions, and aspirations, emerging as we were from the dark veil that was the COVID-19 pandemic. How far we've come. We are diverse by nature, each of us bearing a unique story, but we shared a common goal: the pursuit of knowledge and the promise of a brighter future. Our time here has been a tapestry of experiences, a symphony of emotions. We have done what was expected of us, and so much more. We have burned the midnight oil, pushed ourselves from sunset to sunrise, and sacrificed, all in the pursuit of knowledge. But it is not only about the textbooks or the exams. It was about the friendships forged in late-night study sessions. For me, in SAC, it was the afternoon picnics on the greens of LRC and the mentorship of lecturers and tutors who believed in our academic capabilities even when we didn't believe in ourselves. Mrs. Luanda Francis Blackman, good morning and thank you. But it was not only about these experiences. You see, it is easy to forget the hurdles that we have overcome, the moments of doubt, the setbacks that threaten to derail us, the fear of failure. Still, here we are, resilient and unstoppable. Take a second, 1 second, look around to your left and to your right, forward and behind you. 75 years ago, if you told someone that in 2023, you would be sitting in a room full of hundreds of Caribbean academics in a faculty so big that they had to separate it into 2 segments, you might have been subject to some concerned looks and for some worry for your mental soundness. But here we are. We've not only earned our degrees, but we've also developed a fortitude that will serve us well in the years ahead. As we step into the world beyond the gates of the UWI St. Augustine campus, we must remember that this educational qualification that we have worked so hard for, it is not merely a ticket to a job. It is a passport to a life of purpose and meaning. It is a reminder that we have the power to effect change, to inspire others, and to leave an indelible mark on this world. We are, after all, global citizens, and that is our birthright. Colleagues, do not be mistaken. The road ahead will not always be smooth. Much like our undergraduate experiences, we will encounter obstacles. We will face disappointments and setbacks. But it is in those very moments of adversity that our true strength emerges. It is in our ability to rise, to adapt, and to persevere that we find our greatness. Consider the stories of those who have come before us, the men and the women who have changed the course of our history. They, like us, were not immune to failure. They too faced rejections and setbacks. But what set them apart was their unwavering belief in their dreams and their willingness to keep going, no matter the odds. Colleagues, that is determination. My fellow graduates, it is for this reason that I implore you to dream big and then dream even bigger. Take risks, embrace the unknown, and never let the fear of falling hold you back from climbing that mountain that casts its shadow over you. Remember, success is not measured by the absence of failure, but by the ability to bounce back stronger each time you fall. Remember, that summit awaits you. From an early age, I have felt deeply connected to the words of Mahatma Gandhi when he urged that we be the change that we wish to see in the world. Even as we follow that call, let us also remember the importance of empathy and compassion. In a world that often feels divided, the onus is on us to be the bridge builders, the peacemakers, and the champions of unity. As the oft-quoted phrase applies to us, it says, if not us, then who? If not now, then when? Today, we are not only celebrating our individual achievements, we are celebrating the collective potential of this remarkable group of graduates to alter and shape the course of humanity. Carry this responsibility with humility, integrity, and a deep sense of purpose, because the answers to age-old questions are in this very room, here and now. In closing, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to our families and our teachers and everyone who has supported us on this incredible journey. But most importantly, I want to thank you. Yes, you. In your blue robe with your orange sash, you are the reason that we are here today. And I want you to know that I see you. Every tear that you have shed, every night that you have spent wondering if you could do it, every anxiety attack that you overcame, every self-doubt that you defeated, you did this. Let that sink in. My fellow graduates, our time is now. We will step out into the world with our heads held high, our hearts filled with hope and a burning determination to make our mark. The world is waiting, and I have no doubt that each of us will leave an indelible imprint of greatness. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Thank you, and may our future be as bright as the dreams that we dare to dream. Thank you.
Chancellor. I now ask Professor Audrey Henry Lee, Pro Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, assisted by Professor Durasai Saravana Kumar, Director, School of Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of high degrees of this university.
So, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the master's degrees, and I beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called the master's degrees of this university, and I recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, from Arthur Lokjak Global School of Business for Executive Master of Business Administration, I present Janal Liloy. Vanetta Molino. Sir, for International Master of Business Administration with Finance Specialization, I present Devan Maharaj. Sir, with distinction, Roger Milan. Sir, with distinction, Kerry O'Brien. Sir, for International Master of Business Administration with Healthcare Management Specialization, I present Roxanne Delicia. Sir, for International Master of Business Administration with Human Resource Management Specialization, I present Christiane Lander Maloney. Lisa Reyes McNish. Sir, for International Master of Business Administration with International Marketing Management Specialization, I present Kerry-Ann Joseph. Sir, for International Master of Business Administration with Strategy and Competitiveness Specialization, I present Kala Hossein. Sir, for Master of Business Administration, I present Ashiya Baksh with merit. Sir, with distinction, Sheldon Betis. Sir, with distinction, Darren Belmar. Sir, with distinction, Andrea Bhagwandin. Sir, with distinction, Daniela Boxil. Sir, with distinction, Daniel Bramble. Sir, with distinction, Alana Brown. With distinction, Justin Cipriani. Sir, with merit, Osman Kafi. Melanie Dabu Ayong. Sir, with distinction, Wendy Hines Henry. Jeremy Halas with merit. Sharma Jack with merit. Sir, with distinction, Nigel Jagdio. Sir, with distinction, Janelle Lolland Edwards. Sir, with distinction, Arya Magabir. Sir, with distinction, Kevin Mahabir. Sir, with distinction, Melissa Magabir. Taisha Milner with merit. Sir, with distinction, Shane Pierce. Melissa Pesat Beepan with merit. Sir, with distinction, Javon Phillip. Sir, with distinction, Jeremy Ramador. Sir, with merit, Ranjina Ramador. Sir, with merit, Kesia Redhead. Sir, with distinction, Vanita Rupnarayan. Sir, with distinction, Giselle Sankar. Kester Sivlal with merit. Sir, with distinction, Giselle Small. Sir, with distinction, Liani Thomas. Sir, with merit, Asma Williams. Sir, for Master of Business Administration with Finance Specialization, Ajay Babal with distinction. Paveen Buro Singh with distinction. Sir, with distinction, Sharish Chatu. Sir, with distinction, Ayana Khan. Sir, with distinction, Crystal Martin. Sir, with merit, Sefali Sicharan. Keegan St. Martin. Sir, with merit, Kiran Watson. Sir, for Master of Business Administration with Marketing Specialization, I present Omkar Balgobin with distinction. Sir, with distinction, Deandra Daniel. Sir, with distinction, Gaham Hassam. Sir, with distinction, Kami Jagdiyo. Sir, with distinction, Vitesh Kisoon. Sir, with distinction, Sarish Mohammed. Sir, with distinction, Karen Nieves. Sir, with distinction, Alexander Thomas. Sir, for Master of Business Administration in International Trade, Logistics and Procurement, I present Samantha Hector with distinction. Sir, with distinction, Andrea Innes. Sir, with distinction, Chavan Logia. Sir, with distinction, Kendall Morgan. Sir, with distinction, Annika Phillips. Sir, with distinction, Brisha Pierre Campbell. Sir, for Master of Business Intelligence and Data Analytics, I present Karian Magabir with distinction. Sir, with distinction, Andy Ori. Sir, for Master of Human Resource Management, I present Rachel Bettis Elder with distinction. Afisha Catterson with merit. Sir, with distinction, Celine Chingming. Simone Griffith with merit. Varun Jabbar with merit. Jivon Joseph. Sir, with distinction, Kimberly Oliveri Cantero. Sir, with distinction, Tamara Pereira. Richard Smith. Ayana Williams with merit. Sir, for Master of Information Systems and Technology Management, I present Gerard Alfonso. Sir, with distinction, Camille Coilas. Sir, with distinction, Chantal Ramnanan. Sir, with distinction, Marlon Warner. Sir, for Master of Institutional Innovation and Effectiveness, I present Kenneth Diaraj with distinction. Sir, with distinction, Desiree Otley. Sir, for Master of International Business, I present Sanikwa Maurice with distinction. Sir, for Master of Marketing Management, I present Tiffany Diar with distinction. Sir, with distinction, Peyton Hossain. Chanel Jordan with merit. Anvela Robinson with merit. Sir, for Master of International Strategic Marketing, I present Shayna Seret Pilgrim with distinction. Diana Peters Phillip with merit. Sir, for Master of Business Administration in Sustainable Energy Management, I present Philip Lee Kitt. Sir, for Master of Small and Medium Enterprise Management, I present Brandon Bobulal with merit. Sir, with distinction, Shalini Dio. Eric Grant Wilson with merit. Sir, with distinction, Jade James. Sir, with distinction, Nicholas Pena. Sir, with distinction, Richard Ramkisoon. Johanna Sambrano Romney with distinction. Sir, with distinction, Delisa Solomon. Sir, with distinction, Tyler Graham. Sir, with distinction, Ariana Ram. Sir, with distinction, Perseus Piper Derrick. Nicole Anna De Silva with merit. Sir, with distinction, Radesh Basan. Sir, with distinction, Aline George. Yamalika Alton. Sir, with distinction, Chantal Arnaud. Sir, with distinction, Nayamka Betis. Sir, with distinction, Cherise Clark. Colin Hoppy Tyndall with merit.
So I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Business Administration and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society. Doctor of Business Administration, Lincoln Ball. Sorry.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called the degree of Doctor of Business Administration of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Doctor of Business Administration, Lincoln Bob. Catherine Badhulharam. Okay, yeah, okay. Daniel Duki. Seti Jagmohan. Avern Pantin.
I now call on the faculty representative sorry, the faculty representative of the Alumni Association, Miss Arlene Maria Cruikshank, to lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Congratulations to all the graduates. On behalf of the Alumni Association of the Trinidad and Tobago chapter, I invite you, the graduates, to stand and recite the Alumni's Pledge. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West. As I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities, and serve my community and region. I strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Graduates, please keep standing. Thank you.
Could I ask everyone to stand while we sing the university song, which is on page 96, and we're going to sing it loudly as if we are happy about it.
From Caribbean islands, Guyana and Belize, was born our University of the West Indies, proud symbol of our oneness, our strength in unity. With vision clear, you came along to shape our destiny, to follow after knowledge, the truth to seek and find, to teach us love and justice, to liberate the mind. Today we see you rising, a light out of the west, that guides the feet of all who seek the noblest and the best. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of that light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. Now from your noble portals, your sons and daughters go to face a world of challenges, to conquer every foe. We'll work and play together, and as time marches on, we'll never forget the lessons that the whole we are one. UWI, we praise you, we lift our voice in song. We let our big drums roll loud and steel pans play along. For you have shaped our lives so that we can truly say, to you we owe our gratitude, a debt we can't repay. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of that light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. This is our University of the West Indies.
Well done. Would the class of 2023 remain standing and everybody else sit down? We're going to have a class photograph taking of you.
All right. To all graduates, if you would please take up your canisters. Now we want to create an Instagrammable moment. You know how you like these things, yes? So when I count to 3, you need to show them not just the light rising from the west, but the wave rising from the west. You with me? On 1, and by the way, to the family and friends in the audience, I hope they gave you a tutorial on how to do a boomerang. because this is going to be an Instagrammable moment. Let's get ready. On 3, when I get to 3, you are waving those canisters, looking at this cameraman, the video, the media, everybody wants to get this. So you have to be ready. On 1, 2, 3, wave. Come on, put some energy in it. Thank you very much.
Please be seated. This is bringing us to the close of the ceremony. But I think that before we close, there's one thing we ought to do. You all did not get here by yourselves. You all are the products of many other people's efforts, particularly your family, your friends, and your community. And many of them are here today to support you and are probably just as excited, and I'm certainly more excited than some of you, to see you graduate. So I would like you all to turn towards you better stand up for the purpose. Stand up, turn towards your family and friends and give them a round of applause. This brings us to the close of the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signaled the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. I invite the graduates to remain standing while everyone else sits I'm reading something else. Old age is setting in. I'm asking you all if you all will remain standing while I and the procession leave. Thank you very much indeed. Have a wonderful life.